Our Honorable Governor Palacios, our Honorable Lieutenant Governor Apatang, as we gather here to kick off and celebrate Correctional Officers and Employees Week by having the proclamation signing, recognize our newly promoted leaders, and introduce the launching of our residential substance abuse treatment program. I am filled with immense pride and gratitude for the dedication and resilience each of you brings to our agency every day. Your commitment not only impacts the lives within our facilities, but also contributes profoundly to the fabric of our communities. I want to thank our Honorable Governor Palacios and Honorable Lieutenant Governor Apatang for your leadership and trust in me to lead this agency. I am proud to report to you both that we have restored trust in our Northern Mariana Islands DOC. We have restored trust in our adult facility. We have restored trust in our Manhoban Care Center. We have restored trust in our outreach program. And we have restored trust in our parole division. We will remain vigilant and consistent with our efforts to maintain this trust. I want to recognize my wife, Adeline, my father, former Congressman Stanley Torres, my mother, Ana. I want to thank all our honorable members of the Senate and House, members of the U.S. District Court, Supreme Court, Superior Court, Mayor of Saipan, Cabinet members, DPS Commissioner, DFEMS Commissioner, stakeholders and partners to include SAR, Hope Recovery Center, NMTech, Northern Marianas College, families, friends, and all my correctional officers and staff. I want to recognize my Chief of Staff, Victoria De Leon Guerrero. She has been pivotal in helping me drive our mission. I am pleased to share that our RSAP, Residential Substance Abuse Treatment Program, has started. The team consists of 3 individuals, led by Program Lead Carmen Iba, please stand, to include Counselor Ma Sarah Javier, please stand, Program Coordinator Jason Camacho, please stand, and 6 RSAP correctional officers. I want to recognize our grants consultant, Esther Camacho, for all her help with getting us our many grants and seeing our RSAP come to fruition. These are the team members that will spearhead the program with its residents to a successful reintegration back into our society. They had started meeting with our residents in January for initial intakes, screening, and assessment. We are offering an integrated approach to substance use disorders because it all comes together. Our doors are now open, and hope is available to our underserved population affected by addiction. Our RSAT team will work together to identify every possible obstacle. They have created individualized treatment plans to help our residents overcome substance abuse and criminal thinking patterns. Our RSAP program aims to equip our residents with the skills and support needed to successfully reintegrate into society after release. We want to invite you all to come and take a look inside of our RSAT unit after the ceremony, please. I have some prepared comments for my newly promoted leaders, our RSAT team, all of my hardworking, dedicated men and women of DOC, and to everyone here today. That is from the heart. Remember last year when I said this job is all about you, but it's not about you? Well, I'm going to say it again. As a strong leader, it's all about you, but it's not about you. It's all about our people. I stand before you to discuss a concept that is both simple and profound. Effective, righteous leadership. In these challenging times, we must reaffirm our commitment to leading with, remember Rita? Respect, integrity, teamwork, accountability, and a vision that uplifts our communities. As I reflect on our duties as public servants, I am reminded of Article 17, Section 1 of our Commonwealth Constitution, which outlines the oath of office. It states that we must uphold the Constitution and laws of the Commonwealth and safeguard the liberties of the people. This oath is not merely a ceremonial pledge, It is a solemn commitment to ethical governance and the well-being of our citizens. Every leader must not only understand the weight of their responsibility, but also embody it in their actions. Now, let us explore what it means to be an effective and righteous leader. First of all, leadership is a choice. Leadership is not a title or a rank. Leadership is influence. Leadership is not about being in charge. It's about taking care of those in our charge. Effective leadership, in essence, is the ability to inspire and influence others toward a common goal. It requires a clear vision for the future, the capability to navigate the challenges, and above all, a moral compass that guides our decisions. Our people deserve leaders who act not for personal gain, but for the betterment of society and our Commonwealth as a whole. Eleanor Roosevelt said, "A good leader can inspire people to have confidence in the leader. A great leader inspires people to have confidence in themselves." To achieve this type of leadership, we must first look to embracing an infinite and growth mindset. Always be a student of leadership and be committed to a lifetime of self-improvement, striving to get 1% better every day. Think outside of the box. Innovate or die. Innovation is not about perfection. Rather, it is about developing a system, policy, law, product, or technology that will solve a problem. Once it can be improved on, make a 2.0 out of your idea. The most important thing is to keep innovating, improving, asking questions, and solving problems, or die. Develop the grit and fortitude to push through anything. My approach to leadership is marked by a relentless pursuit of excellence, a focus on merit and demonstrated abilities, and crucially, a deep understanding of the importance of integrity. My mentor once said, "AT, leadership is not about making speeches or being liked. Leadership is defined by results, not attributes." I've embraced this by having a strong sense of urgency to make things happen without too much talking, to take charge and be effective and do things now and not put it off for later. Be the change you want to see in our agency and in our community. It starts with who you are and how you behave. Things can fail or go wrong from time to time. It's easy to find ourselves blaming other people and pointing the finger elsewhere. But the true leader takes extreme ownership and looks to themselves in the mirror and says, "If I want anything to be different, it starts with me." Because the true leader recognizes there is no point waiting for everyone else to get their shit together. We need to start cleaning up our own act. But if we want others to live up to our own expectations, then it starts with who we are and what we stand for. And are we standing up for what we believe, or are we just doing time and remaining status quo? This sentiment resonates deeply with our roles as leaders in corrections. Our responsibility is to produce tangible outcomes, rehabilitating offenders, ensuring public safety, and building a just and equitable system for all. We cannot afford to merely speak of change. We must deliver it. Our words must be aligned with our actions. How we do anything is how we do everything. As leaders, we must have a vision for what our society and Commonwealth could become. As leaders, our vision should be rooted in the values we uphold: justice, compassion, and community. We must envision a correctional system that not only punishes, but transforms individuals, empowering them to reintegrate into society as contributing members. The journey towards effective leadership also necessitates self-awareness and humility. As stated in our Constitution, our oath demands that we can act in the best interest of the Commonwealth. Recognizing our limitations and listening to the voices of those we serve are vital components of strong leadership. This means engaging with correctional staff, residents, and the community at large to understand their needs and challenges. We must implement transformative policies that highlight the importance of discipline and accountability. A righteous leader must hold themselves and their team accountable for their actions. We must lead from the front and lead by example, ensuring that our values are not just words, but are reflected in our deeds and actions. Each decision we make should serve the highest ethical standards, reinforcing the fabric of trust within our agency and our Commonwealth. An essential aspect of effective leadership is resilience, the ability to face adversity and adapt to change. I've been away for over 30 years and lived in different places, And I can honestly tell you that we as a people are very resilient. It is in our blood. I understand that leaders must navigate turbulent waters and emerge stronger. In our work, we undoubtedly face setbacks like budget constraints, staffing challenges, and public opinion pressures. However, our resolve as righteous leaders must shine through in these moments of crisis. I put God first in everything I do and in every high-level decision I make. Without Him by my side, I wouldn't be standing with you all here today. We must learn from our failures and remain determined in our commitment to our mission. With that said, I want to share a few of my leadership lessons that I live by every day and I want to impart on you. Number one, say it as it is. Possess a quality of straightforwardness. Do not be afraid to be blunt about what you see as the truth. This approach may come across as too abrasive or rude for some, but be firm, fair, and consistent, and believe directness is a strength. Believe strongly in being honest. This is key for a leader. The best thing you can do for your team is to acknowledge and speak the truth. It might ruffle a few feathers, but allowing your team to face reality is probably the best thing you can do for them. They know where you stand. Although some might be offended or feel uncomfortable, you will gain a lot of respect for doing so. People know that they can trust you. Trust is vital for any leader. Trust is built on relationships, and relationships are built on trust. Remember that. Number two, plan your leadership succession. Today, while we recognize and honor you all as leaders of our agency, we all will, Ambito Rugini, will also invest in the future by focusing on inspiring the next generation of leaders. Plan your succession now. Plan for your succession years before you step down and get promoted to the next stage. I implore you to see the importance of mentoring and grooming the next generation to lead this agency. As the saying goes, there is no success without a successor. This organization must transcend you, and you must be humble enough to acknowledge that. Strive to build a team centered around a mission or purpose instead of an organization focused on you. Be generous with your sharing of your experiences and advice with the next generation of leaders you are grooming. Possess a growth and infinite mindset. Equip them with the information and knowledge they need to continue growing this agency. A great leader will ensure that those that step in his shoes have the best chance for success. Pay it forward. My goal as your leader is not to just make this agency better than when I got here, but most importantly, to make this agency outlast. When I'm 80 years old and I see all the great things DOC is doing, and our resident population is down to 15 from 180 and stays down because our residents are reintegrating successfully, I want to be able to say to myself, I was a part of that and I helped make that happen. Number three, stay tenacious and determined. Our agency has undergone the toughest transition these past 2.5 years. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to be vulnerable and show raw emotion. You witness me in this state because I care not just about our agency, but about you and our people. When I became your commissioner, I have been loyal to you and our people because I knew I wanted to build something great, and that we did. But the odds were against me. I was told by family and friends that it would be an uphill battle, but that didn't matter to me. It didn't faze me at all. I even had people tell me how messed up it was and how they saw no hope for DOC because of all the corruption and compromised staff. That didn't deter me at all. Well, I wasted no time, rolled up my sleeves and hit the ground running. I don't think I even slowed down. I don't know, ask my staff. Even with the setback of no funding, I never gave up. I continued to strengthen my resolve and continue to believe that I could develop our agency into what I envisioned it to be. A leader must have this resolve to press on no matter how difficult the circumstances. It is this quality that separates the good from the great. Anyone can lead well when conditions are favorable, but it is your conduct in times of adversity that distinguishes you as an excellent leader. When you continually choose to press on, you will develop tenacity and persistence that will help you throughout your leadership journey. Today is all about you being effective and strong leaders and recognizing you all for your great efforts. I want you to be challenged to continue to strive to be the best and never settle for being average. Remember, be committed to a lifetime of self-improvement. Be obsessed with learning about leadership. Never give up. Be astute and sharp in delivering ideas to people. Determination is a great equalizer. Not giving up and focusing on finding the solution to a problem. If you're not successful with your first, second, or third try it a fourth. You know, just like marriages. If it doesn't work the first time, try a second or third marriage. But in all seriousness, do not give up and focus on finding that solution because it is there. Be open-minded. Do not fool yourself into thinking you can do everything yourself. Get help in areas where you are weak. Do not be afraid to say, I was wrong. This is not the way. We need to pivot and change course. If you are prideful and closed-minded, you will fail to achieve your potential because you refuse to abandon an idea or course of action that is no good. Make the best of your life and be passionate. Have that fire in you to never give up. Be a strong leader with a great deal of passion and love for what you do. Stay disciplined. Stand your ground. You have so much at stake in your life, your career, and your family to afford to be intimidated on any level. Always stand your ground. If you know what is right, then fight for it. Show effort and prioritize transparency. Continually do this. This will help you build trust with your team, various stakeholders in the community. Learn from your own experiences. You will fail. It's a part of life. Learn from your own experiences and do not make the same mistake twice. Do not dwell on the past, but look to the future with a clearer mind and an understanding of what does not work. Be consistent. This will be prevailing trend in your life and in your career. Dedicate your life to something great. Do epic shit. Have a strong and moral ethical compass with zero tolerance for deviations. I am human. I make mistakes and I took missteps. But I owed up to my faults and bad decisions and made adjustments accordingly. The difference between me and others is I learned from my mistakes and was never afraid to admit I was wrong. To all my frontline staff, this all applies to you as well. You are all leaders. This is your week. This is your moment. I see you, I hear you, and I respect you and all the strong work you do every day. Let me close with what I think will bring all this into focus. Wisdom will come to you in the unlikeliest of sources. A lot of times from failure when you hit rock bottom. Remember this while you're struggling. Rock bottom can also be a great foundation on which to build on and on which to grow. Your past does not define who you are. The famous psychologist Carl Jung said, I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. I'm not worried that you'll be successful. I'm worried that you won't fail from time to time. A person that gets knocked down and gets off the canvas and keeps growing, that's the person that will continue to grow their influence. Let us remember that leadership is a privilege. It's a chance to make a meaningful impact in the lives of others. As public servants, we carry the weight of the Commonwealth Constitution's oath and the ideals adopted and supported by our forefathers. It is our duty to lead with righteousness, drive change, and uplift our communities. So help me God. I would like to express my deepest gratitude for each of you. Your hard work, dedication, and integrity will pave the way for the generations to come. Let us strive for leadership that inspires hope and fosters a legacy of respect, integrity, teamwork, accountability, and compassion. Challenge yourself every day to be the best version of yourself. Let's not only pledge to uphold our laws, but also embrace the opportunity to shape a brighter future for the Northern Mariana Islands. And thank you, everyone. Thank you all. Happy Correctional Officers Week and employees. Thank you.